Now let's take a quick closer look at the restructured text. It's a plain text format that uses markup in a very natural way. The first rule you have to know is that blank lines are very important in restructured text. All paragraphs are separated by blank lines. Code examples like here are also surrounded by blank lines. You can add sections by underlining the headers. Restructured text is quite smart about figuring out what the first and second level headers are. Basically, all you have to do is underline them. You can use almost any convention you like. I chose to use equal signs here to mark the top level header and minus signs like here for lower level headers. But I could just as well have used another convention. So for example, if I change it like this and use tildes for the main header with an overline as well, this will generate exactly the same output. Or I could use plus signs for subsections, etc, etc. Now for a code example, you end the current paragraph you're writing with two columns like here and make sure that you surround the code example with blank lines. And then you have to also indent the code sample. If you forget one of the blank lines or the indentation, you'll get unwanted results, and basically restructured text won't recognize your code as a code example. But if you do it right, like this, and you look in the browser, you will see that the example is nicely marked and that Sphinx added Python syntax highlighting. You can also add lists in many ways. Here you see an example of a bulleted list. In this case I used minus signs to tell restructured text that it's supposed to be a bulleted list. But you can also use plus signs or stars if you like. The last basic restructured text feature I want to show you for now is that you can add hyperlinks very simply. Going up again, the link to the Pluralsight homepage is between back quotes with the actual URL within angled brackets. And the part before it is the descriptive text shown as the link. So in the browser we will see Pluralsight and it will link to this URL. Now finally, notice that the first paragraph of this document was generated by Sphinx and it starts with two dots. The four lines are grouped together by indenting them, so restructured text will know they belong together. Now the two dots like this means that the paragraph is a comment and it will not show up in the output.